channel. We're Dos Cavazos, and this is ReZero, episode 13, the director's cut.
Yes, so the finale of season 1, 2 episodes obviously, so it's been still kind of weird for us to get adjusted to that. But last episode we ended off with Subaru being killed by Felix, and he was inhabited by the witch's cult. We assumed that every time somebody was killed, the leader or whatever, the sloth, pretty much, I'm just calling him sloth, transferred to the next person. So obviously transferred to Subaru. Subaru was killed now. So we're going to be restarting, obviously. But it's kind of a question in my mind as when are we restarting? And I have to hope, I mentioned this in the last episode, that it's after the whale incident.
Yeah, because I can't imagine we would just go back and do the whole thing of the whale again. I feel like that would be kind of boring for the viewer, first and foremost, just because we saw it being so epically done, and it's like just to go back and see it, unless it was just like a quick recap, but I just don't think we would go back to the whale.
Yeah. Also, Wilhelm had so many badass moments there. Like, they're not going to give him those moments again.
Right.
So I have to imagine it's probably after that. And at that point, what are we going to change obviously this situation? But I'm just also really interested to see how this season is going to wrap up. We do know that there is a second season. We are going to be continuing into the second season as well. So I don't feel like we'll get all the answers to our questions, but one of the things I'm hoping for the most is to get some sort of face reveal of Satella, because, you know, we still had theorized that there is some sort of connection there between her and Mealy, obviously. It's kind of a question is she actually her? Is it a twin? What's going on there? Before we get into today's video, we want to let you know that you can watch the next 6 edited YouTube reactions for ReZero right now over on our Patreon. And while you're over there, be sure to check out our reactions to all the other shows that we're currently doing in the watch-along format that we haven't brought over to YouTube yet, and let's jump into this video.
No, this can't be.
What's wrong?
Okay, right after. What the?
You spaced out, so I had to get your attention somehow now, didn't I?
Wait, Felix.
Weird way to do it.
Actually, that told me what I wanted to know. So this means my save point has been updated to this moment?
I once saw an account of something quite similar in an old book. It's a type of magic that's been lost over the centuries, though it only works under certain conditions.
What are the conditions?
What magic?
Under that circumstance, his soul would have no vessel to take refuge in. And that would be the end of him, without a doubt.
Okay, so we're gonna try it this way?
Fingers in the forest first, and then face Sloth directly. That is my conclusion.
But how was he able to take over Subaru?
Yeah. Unless he's a finger somehow.
Think he may have the capability of possessing me, too. So, what do you think I should do?
What's wrong? Your forehead looks all wrinkled. You've had a rough go of it, especially yesterday. Even if you're sure you'll fall down, you still get hurt and bleed when it happens, don't you?
Yes, Father.
What can I do to be better to everybody and have them be better to me?
Honestly, I think you should do whatever you want. I'll be on your side no matter what.
Even if we kill the whole planet.
There's a visitor who's come here to see you. You're from Miss Cruchet's household, aren't you?
I've come to speak with you on behalf of my master.
I received a blank letter from her yesterday. Lord Roswell is heading there now to make arrangements. But isn't this circumstance a bit odd? It seems too well timed.
Pardon me, sir! Group hiding in the forest has been observed moving strangely. We haven't a moment to waste for the evacuation.
Like it shouldn't be already obvious.
I haven't seen Beatrice in a while.
Betty is kind and sweet, of course, but she'll show no mercy to intruders.
Understood, Great Spirit. We shall heed your words.
Never forget what I told you. I'm on your side and yours alone.
We will evacuate. The villagers need protection. I don't want to put them in any danger.
Does she not recognize who he is? Really?
Maybe she does and just isn't saying anything.
Can't we put them in a different carriage? Think that would be better. For the children, that is.
You think no one would want to ride with you? Is that it? Tell
I mean,
me.
he is changing his voice a little bit. I mean, you could still see your track pants though. Yeah. Like no one else is wearing shit like that.
Do you have anything against taking a ride in the same carriage as this lady here?
The same one who always came along with Subaru to watch when we do our exercises. But we saw you having a good time talking with him. Please come and ride with us.
Aw.
Yeah, I want to ride with you too.
Come on, let's go already! That's so cool!
She knew.
Sure to protect the villagers. Of course, Miss Amelia. And whoever you are, I'd like to thank you for helping me to... Where did he go?
Hey, well, that's pretty good for him to be
Yeah.
able to do that without, you know, showing his face and needing her affirmation.
Get it? We couldn't figure out how you guys stayed in touch. Those media sure are handy, aren't they?
Media.
Price to pay for the crime of interrupting my touching and long-awaited reunion with Amelia.
Wilhelm!
Yeah.
He's such a badass.
Wow, Subaru. He's really like,
He's got confidence.
yeah.
I
He's
feel like
getting
that's the big
cooler.
thing, yeah.
That's like the best word I can describe it.
May you prevail.
You too,
So
Wilhelm.
this is what
Wilhelm. Why is that name so hard for me to say sometimes?
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
It's like when you say cool whip.
Cool whip.
That robe has been woven with quite a peculiar spell.
It's a handmade item by Roswell. Apparently there's a spell laced into it that prevents recognition.
Oh,
Originally it was Amelia's,
Oh.
but I...
you stole it to smell. I'm just kidding.
Hey, huh? Things are looking up for you. The mistake with the blank letter, correcting that worked out well. And all of those doubtful villagers, you worked hard to convince them, Subaru.
Please! Amelia's...
Wow, so all the things he did.
You've never let us down.
Getting old is the most awful thing.
I mean, technically, how many times has this village been wiped out? Just got a chance to get restarted.
We all pulled off the surprise attack without a hitch. That leaked intel was as good as gold. Your map helped out too.
Good to hear. So the mark on the map really was their base after all. Lucky us.
It's not gonna be as easy as that.
And we got what we were after too. This strike should shut down the communications network.
Hooray! We killed all of them! We took a prisoner too!
A prisoner?
Prisoner.
Who's the prisoner?
Oh, this guy!
Oh!
But he's not in the witch's cult. I was
Where
wondering
is he?
why you hadn't shown up yet. You got caught, huh?
Remember when you died like a while ago?
You pushed me off the freaking cart.
Let's show Sloth and Fate what some motivated people can do!
Blech. Blech.
Face for a long time, believer in love. I am a Sin
We
Archbishop
see
of
you
the
all the
Witches'
time.
Cult.
I'm tired of seeing you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, great Sin Archbishop. If you could
how's he
find it
approaching
within
this
you
thing?
to add my body and soul to the ranks of your...
Oh, interesting. He starts scratching off himself and like friggin' talking about sloth.
And going
Being slothful.
backwards. Yeah. We know you too
I
well.
was such a devout believer. Please forgive my sloth.
Okay.
Witch wouldn't want to see her beloved believer in such agony and pain. She would be much happier to see you carry out the ordeal to completion.
No, what was I thinking? You are absolutely right.
Wow, this was a lot easier than
Yeah.
I thought. From a different approach.
Your inspiring words have opened my eyes. Thank you. Thank you.
Ugh.
This ordeal. We must test her and find out if this half-devil is good enough. If she is a worthy vessel to
Neely.
bring a witch into.
That's why! So she wants to inhabit her.
Sir, if she is not, the witch will reject her. If she proves a worthy vessel, then the witch will be reborn into this world on the coming fated day.
Oh!
That is secondary, with no value to you at all.
Oh, Super, don't blow this yet.
Yeah.
Monster.
You gotta play
Not
into
yet.
Grab to the pages of the gospel, tell of her love, all of it go.
Wow.
Time to show me your gospel.
But why does she want her as a vessel?
I see him! His face looks just as scary as I heard!
My face? Who are you? No!
Looks like our surprise attack is a success!
What? Then what do you think of this?
We already know that.
Seen them so many times. How can you see them?
He's gonna start recreating it.
No idea. you should ask the witch who left her scent all over me for the answer to that question.
Yeah, the stupid witch.
You haven't received the special pass letting you meet with the witch anytime you want, have you?
Ew.
What do you mean? Speak as though you are intimate with the witch, imposter!
She tries to squeeze my heart a lot.
Oh, she's grabbed my heart. Literally.
That simply cannot be!
Ew.
Come on, let's go, Patricia!
Your tiny little hands. Oh, they're big now.
That's so funny. He's just sitting there, sulking, being carried by the hands.
Impossible! Vanish in the vengeful face of my devoted diligence!
That'd be a good thumb now.
Free to rely on you all the time. You're the greatest, Patricia!
Thanks, Patricia.
You better not die. I feel like when they compliment,
I know.
like in animals in like friggin' shows, they end up getting killed.
Careful, you two! You almost caught me up in that blast! Thanks, though. I thought I was a goner.
You're welcome, Subaru. We're happy to help.
Is that man floating up in the sky the Sin Archbishop?
Oh, they don't see the hands.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's more funnier, seeing it like that or the other way.
Then, you are truly pride in the flesh!
Wrong! My name's Subaru Natsuki! And I am the Knight of Amelia, the silver-haired half-elf.
Maybe her husband.
What do you have prepared for me? What futile plan is up your sleeve?
Your natural enemy. One you and I happen to have in common.
Sloth.
Slothful.
Let's do it, Julius. I won't back down, I won't bend, I can't fail. And I don't want to lose anybody else.
I am the man who brutally beat and humiliated.
We're over that.
Yeah, he's
You're
died
cool
a lot
now.
since then.
Are you able to trust me? Will you put your faith in me?
You broke my arms and legs. That's a pretty traumatic thing, you know. Haven't you ever heard the word restraint?
Now's not the time.
Let him just stab him with the shiny stuff.
Quite a bit that day.
Seriously? That wasn't everything you had? Man,
Come on, y'all are
you really are the biggest jerk I've ever met. I truly hate you, greatest of knights. I'll put my trust in you. The shame I feel that began that day attests to my knowledge that you are an incredible knight.
I see.
Y'all are friends somehow. It's fine. Come on, Julius.
Did he slice him in half? Or just the hands?
My unseen hand can't be seen. You can't see it, yet two people did.
He's gonna turn on his back again.
I'm the only one who can see it, Petelgeuse. Julius can only see what I'm seeing. But right now, we're both sharing my vision. Much creepier feeling than I thought it'd be.
I can use Nect to consciously share some of your senses.
Use Nen.
Gotta have guts sometimes, and be willing to try anything.
I wouldn't have told him. I would have just like played into it. Yeah, we all can now. You're not special.
Curse you! Curse you! Curse you!
Oh, I see those too. Oh my gosh.
Sharing a collective body with you is a pretty disgusting experience.
Using your eyes, I shall slay him.
Massive hands.
For my friend, Subaru Natsuki!
Aww. Julius. Oh, how you've grown on me.
I know. I like hated him at first.
Yeah.
There's something that's causing me a bit of concern.
Is that a poop?
It looked like poop. I thought it was a cloud at first, and I was like, it looks more like shit. That's probably what they're giggling.
The two of you are truly master and servant. I can see the same thing in your eyes that I see in his.
Thank you,
Master
Wilhelm.
and servant?
So you see him as a servant?
I mean, I think he wants something a little bit more than that.
You cannot use such means, such evil tricks, to make light of me and my undying devotion!
Oh no! Oh my gosh.
Oh, damn.
This is some crappy game where as soon as you're caught, it's over.
Wow.
Impossible! 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 Impossible!
Just kill this dude already! Gotta get these freaking hands.
Is there not like a cool-off period on like how many
know.
hands he can produce?
You need a new haircut.
By the witch!
It's
time I'd put an end to you once and for all!
Maybe he'll freak out so much he'll give himself a heart attack because he's just like shaking.
El Clauseria!
Expecto Patronum!
Do that! Ladonna!
Burn, fighting spirit! Howl, magic ball! I get serious, I can pitch like a pro!
Can you really?
What is this?
Ooh.
Do we do it?
There we go, okay.
Yay!
You considered your enemy weak and powerless.
And you're not
My blade of all
slothful.
6 elements will slice your very soul apart. Scattered to the end of the rainbow.
No, I refuse to let it end.
Finish him before he does something weird.
I know, before he talks anymore.
Love of the witch! It bathed my entire body!
But your witch is stupid.
Julius, we need to undo Necht right now!
As you wish, then.
Okay, now he is. Again.
Rebels! Yeah, just tremble while you wait inside me.
Duh!
Meet her just this one time, okay?
What's that?
The tongue.
Talking about, boy?
The witch you've been waiting to see face to face your entire life!
Can we? Are we actually gonna see the witch?
Turned by death too!
Is it gonna work? Ah! Sorry.
Okay, what's gonna happen here?
Come on, Satella, you bitch, come out. Ah! I feel like him right now.
What's she gonna do?
I made it back!
Did she just wipe him out?
Cannot. No, it cannot be.
I was
He got rejected.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's just waiting for the body, like for Mealy.
Take your last breath. I'm ending you.
I couldn't even have time to take my breath.
No.
Why? After everything I've done for you, I can't believe you'd abandon your faithful servant like this! Help me, witch! Help me!
One last hand.
Oh crap! Well, they need to go away from there.
Yeah, just let those rocks fall on him.
Do you think it's because she?
He deserves!
Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Do you think it's because the witch can only inhabit Subaru right now, and that's why she's doing all this weird stuff to him? And she's just waiting.
But
for
then
Amelia?
what needs to change for her to inhabit Mealy? You know?
Maybe Amelia needs to do whatever he did and go into Subaru's head somehow. I don't know.
Felix contacted me. It seems they have a problem.
The magic stones of fire that were in the merchant's inventory are nowhere to be found.
Nowhere.
Most likely, it means somebody left them on board when they loaded the villagers.
They were last seen in Ketty's carriage. And there are enough magic stones packed away in there to easily blow away a small village.
Is it in Mealy's cart? It's gotta be in
And
Mealy's.
here's the worst of it. Ketty's carriage is the one taking Miss Amelia and the children to the capital.
Ah, of course.
Miss
Well,
Amelia.
can Amelia do any sort of
It's
defense?
time to get moving now.
I don't think she realizes what's happening, because if it happens, this is going to be a massive explosion right away. It's going to be kind of a surprise. Because it's not like she can't die. We've seen her die before.
Right.
Hey, Felix! Would a ground dragon be fast enough to catch up with them?
If they're already out of the Mather's domain and on the Leaf House Highway, then I think it'd be pretty difficult.
Who can fly?
I'm actually in a bit of a desperate position right now. If you'd be willing to accept a trade and help me out, I promise to catch up to the carriage
If
that
there's
left-
anything I can do to make that happen, I'll do it!
Well, what's the trade first?
Once this thing's finally over, we can all celebrate. And I'll even make sure to invite you, so don't die.
Don't you die either. Best of luck to you.
Careful out there.
Friend.
Choose our path based on all the information that they're giving you. This shortcut will work. Catching up to Amelia and the kids should be easy.
What are you talking about? None of this will be easy at all!
My gosh, what a crazy...
I was like, dragons could take care of it, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's back.
Rusted dang dragon?
Seriously?
Look at the look on his face.
What's this rush washing over me? I just feel so alive! Honestly, even I had no idea I was
Adrenaline.
capable of doing...
Hey, what's wrong? What are you sensing?
What is he here?
Trees are getting so loud. The birds and bugs started making a lot of
about to
noise,
happen?
and then vanished. There's
What's
something
Oh, it's like a
terrible
freaking
coming
one that's
this
going to
way.
inhabit him or something like that. I feel like it's the witch's cult still. Like a shadow of something.
Or is it a creature?
What the?
Oh!
Faster, Otto! Don't stop, no matter what!
What is that?
Definitely witch related.
It's got the purple hands.
I should have known that wasn't the end of you. Just how persistent.
Is that Sloth?
It probably is.
Oh my gosh, body! I must have it. My head is trembling. Give it to me.
Can you just die already? Gosh.
It would seem that old man just ran into someone behind us.
Do you know how many there are?
Not exactly, but there's a lot. Have no fear. The old man's power is no joke.
Yeah, no shit.
Whatever happens, I'll protect you. With me around, there's nothing to fear. Well, we're okay, seriously! You don't have to worry about us. We'll be all right. We made a promise, so
Someone wipe that one's nose.
if we're not here beside you, you'll do something crazy. And he'll be worried if someone isn't watching you this whole trip. Who made such a fuss about me? Why are they so concerned? Can't tell her.
Aww.
Wait, I don't think we were supposed to tell her about that. Oh,
Mr. Natsuki, what is it? Is there something behind us?
Oh, it's
No,
just a
nothing.
Sloth spider witch cult thing.
Don't turn around.
Not looking. Everything you're saying just makes me want to
Last
take
time
a
you saw
look
something
even
scary, you
more.
pushed me
Keep
off
your
this fucking
curiosity
cart.
in check. Keep driving. If it takes a bite out of me, you're gonna be next.
You see him come back behind. He's like,
Give me the witch. Give me Satella. Give her to me. Give me love.
Listen, she doesn't love you or me, you idiot. Who stands before you? As your opponent, I won't let you get past me, and I absolutely won't let you get to the kid in front of me, you insane evil bastard!
Hey, look at you growing some cajones.
Trying to make myself look good back here!
No, you don't get to touch the car. The car?
Look, Mr. Natsuki,
kicked the
we're
hand.
leaving the forest.
Hopefully we go off a cliff or something. Oh.
oh, it's actually just a plane. Hey, he's going downhill.
Love me. Love me. Love alone is
Nobody
everything.
loves you.
If you think I'm gonna take you where Amelia is, you've got another thing coming!
You need to find some self-worth in yourself.
Toxic love is a trait here
I know.
in the show.
You need to stop simping over women.
It was so slow.
I know.
Damn it, that hurts! Man!
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
If you try to get into my body, you're only gonna get hurt! The witch doesn't want to see you!
Satella. Satella. I haven't forgotten a single moment of the things you did for me.
It's kind of sad and pitiful.
Yeah.
Always remember. With all of my diligence, I'll part with my sloth.
Bad call, man. Sucks for you. Stayed a monster, you might have beaten me!
Their book.
Not stay.
Did he just write that and he just like
That came to
disappeared, or
maybe.
he's
Just-
handling his business?
Look at those two just standing there watching.
Where's Amelia?
Oh, I thought he was waving. I was like, what the hell? I didn't realize it took a second for like the ball of friggin'.
The carriage with the refugees.
He loves her, Anthony. He
It
loves her.
should be a montage of Rem.
I swore, no matter what, I would risk everything to try and save you.
I mean, you have multiple times.
I don't know. How many times have you died for this?
Because you're his waifu.
Something's coming up behind us.
Aww.
Shouldn't y'all get out pretty quick? Before it explodes? Evacuate. Or get the stuff out.
Yeah, they just need to get it out.
I thought a reunion like this seemed a little sudden for you, so that's why you're here, huh?
Wait a minute. You shouldn't.
Go quick.
Why, Subaru?
Because I love you.
That was so cute! Aww, now I ship them again.
Just because of
Yes. Bye, Rem! Who needs you? That was cute. This is cute. Watch him freaking blow up and die.
An easy price to pay. Thanks for saving me, Subaru.
Oh my gosh. But does Amelia have like the same feelings for him? I can't tell.
Oh, hey. I can hear after all.
Aw. That dragon's like, it's been rough. We've been through it. What can she do? She can do healing, right?
Yeah.
Aw.
Subaru, you're finally awake. Thank goodness. I'm so glad.
Is this in his head or is it actually here?
There's no finer, more divine pillow I could possibly imagine. Would it be okay if you told me how things turned out?
I'm the one who wants to ask what's going on.
I want to become the wind with that critter again.
I wanted to know what, like, note they're going to leave off on. I don't feel like it's going to be... I feel like there's going to be some shroud of mystery, right, left for the next season.
I had it in my head that if I just kept telling you that, you'd accept it. I'm sorry. I used you for my own stupid self-satisfaction.
Wow.
Things you said back then were true. Every word of it. I was just so wrong. But...
He's come a long way.
He's grown on me a lot.
Tell me, why do you always rescue me?
I do it because I love you. I want to stand beside you and be your strength.
You see Rem just like on the side, like...
Listen, I'm a half-elf.
Yes, I know that.
I'm a silver-haired half-elf, and people...
And he's from Earth, so...
Those guys are completely blind.
I don't have much experience with people, so I don't have friends. I'm naive and not worldly, so I say strange things sometimes.
Aww.
I want to be with you all the time. I want to hold your hand all the time. You could sit there and come up with a list of 10 things you hate about yourself, but I just reply with 2,000.
Aww.
The way I see it is this. I'll get your answer one day, and I'm confident of what that answer will be.
Really? I mean...
He's like, I just want to be friends.
Then little by little, you'll fall in love too. I'll always be there at your side. That way I'll be sure to catch you when you fall head over heels for me.
Oh my gosh, that weird whisper in the song freaked me out.
I was like, was that part of the song or was that Satella? I wish I was there. He was like expecting you to say I love you.
Right.
It still kind of feels like a friend zone, you know, a little bit.
Well, it's like, I mean, just because you, like, professed your love doesn't... I mean, maybe she doesn't yet, and I mean, she could grow to love you too, but... Now you're just, like, waiting for her to say it. What if you get disappointed one day, Subaru? He's still not all the way there yet. He's getting there. He's changed a lot.
Yeah.
He's changed a lot.
Oh, I wanted to say that I read somewhere that there was an after credit scene, but I'm not sure.
Would you tell me 2,000 reasons?
2,000 reasons that I thought to sit down. I feel like I'd repeat myself a few different times. Like, did I say this part already? I don't know, with them. Like, I will say that it was like a sweet moment when he like took off, but was that just like very conveniently timed? It's like, oh, because I love you. And
I mean,
like,
he loves
for emphasis,
her.
obviously, he loves her.
I thought it was sweet.
But, like...
But I mean, at the end when he was...
She never
like,
said it either. So you're...
That's
I mean,
true.
she's happy, but like, you're just sitting there kind of waiting for her to fall in love with you. I mean, I feel like you either do or you don't. Like, how much do you... I mean, not to say... I mean, I know there's relationships that start off as, like, you know, friends and go on to other things, but like, I don't know. But obviously, for the purposes of the story, I feel like it's still going to be a thing, but... I'm just... sitting there in Rem's
Maybe she
corner,
was
being like,
so
don't worry,
overwhelmed.
Rem. Maybe you could have Wilhelm. He's a nice guy. Who cares?
Anyway, maybe she was just so overwhelmed that she never thought anybody would love her because she's half elf.
Yeah.
I still ship it. I thought it was sweet. I feel like the Rem thing's not going anywhere, so I'm just
I
letting
know
it
it's
go.
not, but like, I'm still holding out hope. If there's enough backlash, maybe they'll change the story. I'm just kidding.
Like you single-handedly changed.
Well, I'm starting
You're gonna
a
be
petition.
on Twitter.
Also, what did he want? Remember? He asked for a favor.
Yeah. Aw.
But she had you all to herself earlier, and I don't think that's fair. My turn. Listen, I think you've got this all wrong, Petra.
She likes him.
We had important
Weird.
things to talk about. No matter what it takes, I'm not gonna lose to you, understand?
Oh my gosh, it's like this thing of love everywhere.
Forget about it. When they say outrageous things, you gotta smile and laugh it off, you know?
I can't do that.
Oh, she got jealous!
You can't stop teasing me, can you? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like one.
Okay.
Duh.
I'm grateful to Cruchet and her gang. Anastasia and her people helped a lot too. I hate to admit it, but the same goes for Julius and his crew.
Forgetting Rem.
Sorry, were you trying to say something to me? Nah, nothing in particular. I'm just super grateful to you too, buddy. My goodness, what brought that on? You're making me blush.
What she has a crush on him too.
And of course it goes without saying that I'm completely prepared to be knocked out by Rom when I tell her. This is actually about Rem.
And you'll still keep me by your side no matter where you go from now?
Awkward.
Rem said some really nice things to me and
Easy, Subaru. Just calm down.
You're just my
I'm not
friend.
exactly sure what you're trying to say to me.
You need to just be honest with this.
come right out and say it! You see, the thing is, Rem said that she loves me and she meant it in the same way I told you that I love you.
She gonna get mad? Jealous? Nothing? Okay. same look.
Subaru,
Yes.
I'm confused. Who is Rem?
What? Not again? What the fuck?
Why does this keep happening? That's what they left it on.
Okay.
So how long have they not known about Rem then? By that logic. You know? When was the first time?
So the mist, remember? It was the mist from the whale originally.
Yes.
That made people forget.
That's what it was.
So
Has it been going this whole time?
No, because remember they went back and they changed
Yeah.
that. So like my logic here is there's one of two options. It's either Satella doing something to advance what she wants, or there's another whale out there. I feel like it's something different though. I just don't feel like it's the whale thing again. And we saw in this episode that Satella wants to take over Mealy's body. We found out that. So it makes more sense to me now. I'm still a little bit confused from the very first episode of the season where she mentioned I am Satella.
Right.
So I don't know. I still feel like Satella brought Subaru to this world, and maybe she wants
As
her
like a conduit, maybe?
Maybe
she needed his body.
Maybe she needs him to get with her in order to inhabit that body, but I don't really know what that means though. Maybe it's like a love thing.
I mean, kind of like how the sloth one went into Subaru's body, and that's how the witch was able to be like, not you. Maybe Satella, not
Needs.
Satella. Maybe I keep saying that. Maybe Amelia needs to
Subaru to get into her body,
or vice versa. I was gonna say or vice versa.
Okay. I mean,
but in the mind.
Yeah.
In the mind. And maybe that's I don't know, maybe this witch is just waiting, she's just been inhabiting Subaru's
she's
body.
playing the long game.
And that's why she has this hold on the heart and stuff like that, because she's just waiting to inhabit Amelia. I don't know, maybe something about the fact that Amelia has all the characteristics of her, the half-elf, silver hair thing, she needed a very similar body. But then I'm like, where did the original witch's body go then?
Yeah, or is the witch's body, or is she dead? If she does not have a form anymore, and that's what the whole purpose of this is that she needs, or she wants to take over a body again to be back on this plane, or this world, or whatever you want to call it. But regardless, that's definitely going to play into the storyline next season, for sure. And then finding out about Rem, that's just a whole nother thing too. And I don't know, how are they going to do that? Because he can't kill himself at this point, because you already accomplished so much.
And you already confessed your love, it went well,
But he still loves Rem, but just as a friend.
In a different way.
So it's not like he's not gonna try and bring her back. Even if he has to go through it all again, I think he would, because he's done it before. To bring back Rem and then just do it again with Mealy, in my opinion. He still loves Mealy, he still wants to be with Mealy in my mind, but he would go back to go find Rem.
I don't know.
Yes, he
I don't
would.
think he would.
He did it earlier in the season.
I mean, well, like, if she died, yeah, but I don't know if he would do that just because people don't remember her.
Yes, he would. He would. We've seen so much of Subaru, because Subaru wants everything, regardless whether you could, like, say that this is what he should be doing or not, but he wants everything to be perfect, you know? So it's kind of like he's gone back to save Rem. He's gone back to, like, you know, when we saw, like, Rom crying over her body and stuff like that. He's had the opportunity to kind of just let it go, and then I just don't see that happening with him. He cares about her, it's just like you said, not in that way, and enough love there to at least bring her back to this. He's not going to, like, leave her without her sister and with no life at all.
He needs to find the root cause of this, that she keeps getting forgotten, though. That's really it.
It's got to be involving with Satella, and maybe Satella is, like, obviously changing things or doing things because she's trying to advance what she wants. So she's doing this, and then hopefully, well, in her mind, I should say hopefully, that, okay, this is going to lead to something else, which is going to end up leading to Subaru doing what she ultimately wants, which, like we said, it has something to do with their connection between him and Mealy, because it only makes sense to me that this was all put into plan by her to get the body, but Subaru is the main chess piece for her, like, to do this. Because it was like that weird moment, like what you said when she killed, well, not killed Sloth, but dismissed Sloth, where, like, you're not the one. And she was like, okay, well, be done with you. It's like she wants Mealy, but it's just kind of a question in my mind is, like, how does that happen? I know we were joking, like, you know, like, who goes inside who? But, you know, like, there's something that needs to be done between those two. Maybe it is just Mealy saying, I love you. Like, maybe if she reciprocates that love, maybe, like, I don't really understand how that would work, but maybe then she could, like, inhabit her body.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.